Hello and welcome to Moonlit Magic. This is the exclusive self-care layout that I created especially for the full and new moons every 2 weeks. This one in particular is to honor the new moon in Gemini and bring us clarity about the intentions that we are planting. So how do we handle this lunar phase? What is the overall energy? The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. And the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. So there is this inner creativity, the creativity that maybe you felt as a child, that excitement that you feel to play and to get involved in new things, try new hobbies. You are meant to step out into the world and do something new. Does it have to be in front of a crowd? Not at all. Let yourself be seen in a way that you can make maybe new friends through these gifts. Use the nature at the core of you and own it. Okay, step up and let relationships honor that. Let circumstances honor that in who you are. And that is what is coming through for me for the new moon in Gemini. Now you can always immerse yourself in this ritual by doing this along with me if you have any cards at home. You can also take notes. And then for a limited time, we still have a free journal that you can use so you can see what we're laying out. You could take notes on that or do this along with me. Thank you so much for being here at Amaro's Intuitive Studio. I am honored to have you here doing this ritual with me for the new moon. The reason that I do this sort of thing is it brought me so much inner healing and clarity when I couldn't do that all on my own. I found this very satisfying. So this is my self-care ritual that really helped me get into a rhythm. Learning about the moon cycles is something that helped me anchor all this in. And so that's why I started to create guides to help you create a new moon ritual that would have helped me as a beginner, as well as a brand new meditation called Awakening Your Senses that was created specifically for this energy. This is something that's going to bring us satisfaction. Surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Return to the body. When I am caught up in a stressful moment, I can move my awareness to my body. Is my jaw clenched? Is my body tense? How is my posture? This helps me to see where I can relax and let go of tension. Now I can return to any situation more calm and present. What is it that is making us feel detached? Why do we not feel connected to our body? And what is it that we're letting go of that maybe is painful, but the cutting away is creating space for us to be inside our bodies and return to ourselves? Unity. The only illusion is separation. Okay, this is all chakras together. So the only illusion is separation. You are not apart from your body. You are not disconnected from it. And if your body isn't honoring you, maybe it's because you're not honoring your body. There are certain things about being neutral. Body neutral is a topic more than loving yourself in complete. It's much more easy to kind of come to a place where you just don't hate yourself. It's a path, okay? You don't go from criticizing every flaw to immediately praising and loving every piece of yourself. There is a whole spectrum and a lot of steps back and forth in between. So this is about self-acceptance and being part of yourself. Surrender only to that, okay? The unity within. Now, if you're curious what I have going on, this is the layout again that's in the journal. You can open that up right now and you'll see where I have it listed that you can follow along. This was number 1 right here, how to handle this lunar phase. And this is number 2, where we will find satisfaction. So coming back into connection and unity with ourselves. Now we are on to number 3, and something to set our intentions towards. Worth. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. What is this that we are have a false perspective of ourselves? I'm feeling this too. I've really been, I want to say disconnected just yesterday, thinking like I don't feel as connected to myself as I normally do. Self-appreciation. Now, wow. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself, find a comfortable space, and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. So our intention for this moon is completely and totally self-appreciation. This is love of the divine, love of self, not looking in the mirror and loving everything you see, okay? Understanding our value is within, and it is not a superficial value. You know, the way that we judge other people and the way that we judge ourselves is just something to notice. And where do we pull ourselves down? Peace. In the stillness, the answer will be revealed. What is something to be aware of as we go through this shift? Gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Opportunities for growth. Everything is happening for me and my evolution. I am not a victim of the things that happen. I take ownership of my life and make the best of the challenges along my journey. I see how difficult moments help me to become the best version, and I am thankful for them. This is really wild. To see more clearly, close your eyes. So, wow. The opportunities are very, very clear. What we're being guided towards is such a love of self and such a growth mindset about self. Let's put it that way. The superficial parts of ourselves are not a valid way to judge our own value. And that is very, very clear right now. If we share a message of self-love with others, how do we view ourselves? And what does that really mean? What do we encourage in other people? What do we project out into the world? If we are projecting insecurity, we will reap that. So remember, invite help. This is number 5, a lesson we may face. Invite the divine to pursue you seriously. Just say, I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me. So this has such to do with shifting the value that we view in ourselves from that is like this superficial worldly perspective of ourselves, how we see ourselves, to something that is divine. We're looking on the inside. We cannot hide this forever. Okay, so whatever we feel about ourselves on the inside is being highlighted. There is a lot going on that is a cosmic push, extra boosts, nothing to be afraid of, but it is not always pleasant. It's that sort of thing that shakes you up. And until we start to see ourselves clearly, we're going to keep getting shaken awake. Loving space. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. And that's the boundary. Hey, I can't make you believe what I'm saying. I can just tell you the way that I'm interpreting it, the way that the energy is coming to me. You can't take on the energy of those who are around you. They have to learn their own lessons. And that does take strength. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. So again, return to the body, the unity, the root of your being. Where does your strength come from? Do you know yourself on that level? And if you don't, are you willing to admit that? Are you willing to admit that you're not quite sure who you are on that deep inner level enough to say so clearly, this is what I want and this is what would make me happy before you take a step? Have you examined deeply so that way you don't build up connections that do not honor you? A resource to pay attention to is number 6. Love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love. Again and again and again. The external world can only validate you so much. We are meant to have connection, but only we, the one who we look in the eyes in the mirror, can decide what type of love we can hold and receive from others. So if we don't feel this from, the divine source that we hold on to, the cosmos, the universe, our God, or ourselves, we cannot receive this in other people. We just can't. Together. I love working together with others and how it makes once impossible dreams possible. I see there is strength in unity and how much we can accomplish together. Asking for help is not weak. It is powerful. Okay? Invite help. It is your strength. Loving help is your strength. Together, in love, invite help. The people who are right for you will absolutely enhance that for you. Self-love. Wow. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. That is exactly what I just said. And you can only receive love from others as much as you're willing and able to receive it from yourself as well. We cannot fully hold or appreciate the amount of love that others share with us if we don't believe that we're lovable. And that is again and again and again and again the path. That is what we're told about this Gemini new moon. I have no idea why, but we're being told, honor who we are on the inside. The way that we speak to a child, the way that you love a child, speak to yourself that way now. It's your turn to be kind to you. Okay? So don't treat your body with disrespect, and your body will start to respect you back. This is number 7, and this is going to be the effective way to clear our energy. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So we are unburdening ourselves. We are letting something down. And sometimes that surrender, that was the very core that we were told, sometimes that feels like we're dying. Sometimes it feels so painful to let go of something. But we have to trust that whatever is ours cannot be manufactured. This is our life that we have to play with. Okay? I go about the life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? Feel it. Feel it. Feel the emotion. Don't deny it. Don't shove it down. Don't put it away. Feel it there, here and now. Feel it intensely. And then find a way to playfully take that off of your own shoulders. And what I mean is just go easier on yourself, okay? Life is heavy for everybody, and everyone is doing their best, even if they're not handling circumstances well in your viewpoint, or you don't believe you're handling circumstances well. If you can be a little bit easier on yourself, that starts to lighten the shame, that shame spiral. If you don't release yourself from that by lightening, soothing yourself a little bit, laughing at yourself, being a little bit less harsh or serious, you can't get out of that shame spiral. You expect too much of yourself. You cannot possibly uphold your own expectations on that level. So what are you going to let go of? And what are you not going to beat yourself up about it for, Dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. So if you need to know, if you're not sure what is meant to be taken so seriously and what needs to be taken a little bit lighter, wait a little while. Wait a little longer and see what unfolds. See where the clarity comes. Sleep on it. And let's see what unfolds and what happens for us. This is our final message from the cosmos. I want to thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you noticed that I had all 3 decks, 2 dropped out for this final message. So I'm excited to see how it comes together. If you enjoyed this, would you like this video? Please subscribe to this channel, and I would be so honored if you feel a shift and healing energy from this self-care ritual. Would you share this video with your friends, someone in a message or a text? Just, this is so important to me, and I've seen the shifts that it can make in my own life. Just to be able to see a little bit of clarity is so helpful. Okay, I'm inviting help right now into this loving space. I'm holding loving space, and I'm inviting you to help me. And I would love that, and I would be so very honored if you would. Also, please make sure that if you are enjoying these rituals and you want to deepen that for yourself, there is a link to our Facebook group, Moonlit Magic Self-Care Rituals for the full and new moons. And here is our final message. Wow, look at those match perfectly. Divine flow and allowing. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. So letting it come and letting it go, letting it come and letting it go. And what feels best, letting more of that come. And if it doesn't feel good, letting more of that go, okay? You are the creator of your own happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. Back to the center of this reading. Return to the body. Be grateful for yourself. You, knowing yourself, who you are authentically at your core, is your strength. It creates happiness. It creates balance. It gives you all the value and worth that you need on your own, so you can bring in relationships, you can bring in circumstances and events that honor you, and you do not get attached to things that are harmful, okay? Trauma bonding is real, friends. Balance. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. Our final message is grounding. Sink your roots deeper. Deeper, deeper. Connect them to the heart of the earth. The heart of yourself and your body mirrors the heart of the earth. The body is the earth, okay? Divinity, recognize the divine in the mirror. What did we just say about who you look in the mirror? That is what this is all about. Your perception of yourself absolutely affects everything in your life. If you are unhappy with you for any reason, if you punish yourself and you beat yourself up because you are not what you want to look like in the mirror, or any other reason, you're not who you thought you would be based on what other people perceive you as, or who you want them to perceive you as, that will never ever satisfy you. And I am so sorry to rip that rug out from under you right now, but let me save you a lot of time and energy. Your value comes from the inside. What you believe about yourself and how worthy and lovable you believe that you are is absolutely what you will attract in others. And if you want healthy relationships where you don't have to be afraid that you're going to have someone going behind your back every time you turn around, you have got to own it. Own who you are on the inside, and then honor what you feel in every interaction, in every situation. Honor yourself and be kind to yourself first. Connect back to you, your emotions, your feelings, and they will start to dissolve. The ugliness will start to dissolve. The sweetness will start to enhance, okay? And you will be better for it. You just sitting with it a little while. Thank you so very much for being here. I am honored that you spent this time with me, that you enjoy this self-care ritual. It has healed me in ways I cannot even describe. So that's why I'm here sharing it with you. And please share it with others. Thank you so much.